When I told Andy that I was on deck for meditation this week, I said, I'm kind of stuck about what to say. I feel like I'm in a bit of a dark place right now. To which he replied, well, maybe that's where you start. In coaching, we often have a saying that it is important to meet a client where they're at. If they come to a session feeling stressed or heavy or out of sorts, it's not our job to turn that frown upside down. In fact, doing so is denying them their feelings and the opportunity to gain awareness of what's really happening so that they can move through it. Our job is to be with them without judgment or assumptions or a we have to fix this attitude. C3 defines common humanity as respecting the dignity and worth of every individual. I believe a huge part of respecting the dignity and worth is practicing radical acceptance and love of not only who they are physically and spiritually, it also includes who and where they are emotionally. So emotionally, in this moment, I'm feeling a bit dark. I'm thinking of Milt, Phil, Jennifer, and Bill, all people I've crossed paths with in my life's journey who have died over the past couple of weeks. I'm seeing in my mind's eye the Facebook picture of my high school in Kentucky, half of it in a heap of rubble, thanks to the wrecking ball that's clearing the way for a new campus to serve the next generation. I'm feeling the weight of the city managers that I coached at a conference last week, each of them sitting across from me and sharing the frustration they feel when they are mistrusted by the people they are working for day and night to serve with integrity. And I feel exhausted, as we all do, by the pandemic, desperate to be done with it while still trying to stay committed to doing my part to be a good human. C3 is a place where we can be real with ourselves and one another. The darkness and the grief are real. Bringing it here feels both safe and scary. But when I or any of us feel this way, and I know from pre-talk several of us feel this way, bringing that reality feels like the most values-aligned way to show up. The more we reveal of ourselves, the more we are bound in community. And what a gift it is to share both those trials and the triumphs in this community. We hold space for it all. We recognize the darkness as a necessary passage, something that we move through rather than try to stamp out. We honor it, and we meet ourselves where we are. And we know, without a doubt, that the light will come. We don't have to force it. We don't have to turn that frown upside down. We can just come as we are. I found that if I walk through the doors of the community center with a heavy heart, I usually leave a little lighter, feeling more hopeful and less alone. My dignity and worth have been witnessed, and I try to witness the dignity and worth of others. It's not the quick fix that our society seems to require, but it's much more heartfelt and appreciated. While we need to give ourselves space and grace in the darkness, we also do well to be reminded of that light that will come. In the spirit of shining a small light in the darkness to help move myself, and maybe you, towards feeling of peace once again, I want to close with a passage a friend shared on Facebook from the memoir North to the Night by Alva Simon. He writes, "What matters most is that, even with my life ebbing away, I will still be able to answer the question in the marrow of my bones. I will still be able to answer in the marrow of my bones the simple question, why am I here? And so I tell myself again, I am here because in the landscape of each and every human imagination lies one special place. Our inner compass keeps pointing us toward the spot, which is magnetic, mysterious, exotic, and alluring, but, alas, always fringed by a frontier of our fears. Still, it is to this specific place that we are compelled to travel in order to know ourselves and, in doing so, call our lives complete. I am here in search of wholeness, for in my breast, hiding just beneath each breath, lies a hollow, and always it has cried out to be filled. Namaste.